Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going through the graphing a linear equation. I'm going to do actually this equation and go a little bit like basic things, explain about the graph in coordinate plane and the number line and how you and why we use these stuff and how to do it. Alright, get stuck with me for a little bit. We're going to do this equation. The y equals 2x plus 1. Alright, I'm going to explain how to graph them and why we use this stuff. But before we do this, remember, subscribe and hit the little button for notification for upcoming videos, and give me a thumbs up and put the comment down there if you don't understand about these. If you have like confusing a little bit, put it down there in the comments, and I'm going through each question, answering them. Alright, let's start with this problem for a little bit. I know many of you guys know about these graphics in linear equation in math a little bit, pre-algebra and algebra 1, so from high school, wherever you learn it. But whoever like don't understand about these stuff, I'm going to deeply explain and solve about this problem. But stuck with me, keep focused. Alright, let's do it. So we have here the y equals 2x plus 1. So this is the x actually. The x equals the slope. Let me start from here. The x equals slope. And we have the y equals the y-intercept. The y-intercept, it's right here. This one. Alright. We have here the x, that's the slope, and it's the slope, and we have the y, it's the intercept, y-intercept, this one. Alright, and go and deeply explain about these and how to solve them. We're gonna do graph actually. Let's do let's solve this problem first. Let me do how to use to solve this problem. You put the line like this, put here the x and the y-axis. That's the x-axis and the y-axis. Alright, so let's do them. I'm gonna make this actually short, this long. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna make it a little bit wider to make you understand. Like this, make it bigger. I'm gonna pick here a 0. So you can pick, as I told you, you can pick any numbers in here and plug it with this equation. It will give you the answer. So and you can grab it. So pick any numbers, 0, 1, 2, -2, -3, -4. Pick any numbers you want and do a little bit of math in here and graph it. Alright, as I told you, I pick here 0. I start from the lower numbers like zeros, 1, 2, and -2, -3, -4. I pick here like a 0. You can do the equation. I'm gonna write the equation. So if you don't want to write the equation, I'm gonna put it here the equation. I'm going to put the answer after this. Alright, to make you understand, make it clear for you. Very simple. So we put here's like equations. We're going to put the 2 parentheses, plug whatever the number in here, whatever the number you pick, plug it inside the parentheses and see what's the answer. And plus 1 is equal. So the 0, I'm going to put it here 0 to make it clear for you. And how to solve this equation? This equation, how to solve it? Do the 2 times whatever inside the 2 times whatever inside the parentheses, whatever the number you pick here, put it inside the parentheses, and you will get the answer. So for in my case, I put that 0 and I put it inside the parentheses, and guess what? I did 2 times 0 is 0. As I told you, anything times 0 is always 0. Alright? So 2 times 0, it's 0. 0 plus 1, it's 1. the answer is 1. Alright, in this case I'm going to put 1. I pick 1, so 2 parentheses, I'm gonna put the number, my favorite number. I pick 1, put it inside the parentheses, plus 1. The plus 1 in here, I did a few confusing about the plus 1 is over here. I got it from this equation. Actually, I'm solving this equation right here. The y equals x, the y equals 2x plus 1, and you go get the answer. So 2 times 1, it's 1, plus 1 is 2. You'll get the 2. In my case here, I'll pick, for my favorite number, I'll pick 2. You can pick 3, 4, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, but in my case I pick 2. I'll put it inside the parentheses, as I told you. Whatever your favorite number, put it inside the parentheses and finish the equation. Equals what? 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1, 5. Very easy, very clear. And for here, I'm gonna put like 3. I'll put the parentheses here. Put the 3 in here. Plus 1 equals what? So 2 times 3. So you do like the 2 times 3, plug it inside the parentheses, and see as you did here. Plug it the 2 times inside the parentheses and just make it clear for you, and to solve it. So you do the 2, this one like this. 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 1, 7. If you pick here like a negative 3, you can do the 2 plus 1. Use a calculator if you need to do it faster, or you want to do like quickly, use a calculator. You can do the 2 and 3 and negative 3 inside the parentheses. Negative 6 plus 1. You do the 2 parentheses inside negative 3. So you get the negative 5 in here. Alright, let's do this one. I'm going to graph this one. So let's graph this one here. So in this case, I have the y-axis, and here they have the x-axis. Let me write it down for you. That's the x, and this is the x, and this is the y. This graph is actually the coordinate plane. So this is the coordinate plane to put the two numbers, the two variables, to specify what is the point, what is exactly the point, to specify them. So in my case, I'll put it's the x-axis and that's the y-axis. I have the x-axis 0 right here, and the y-axis it's 1. It's 0 and 1. I'm gonna put the point right here. That's a 1. Alright, and my second one, the x-axis it's 1, and the y-axis 2. It's 1, the x-axis, and that's 2 right here. And then I have the x-axis, it's 2. Right here, the x-axis 2, positive 2, and the y-axis, it's 5. From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. And I have the x-axis 3, and the y-axis it's 7. So I'll do the 3 in here, and the y-axis is the 7. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 3. And then I have the negative 3, the y-axis, and the y-axis is -3, the last one. It's -3 right here, and the y-axis -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually this way. You know, I make this one very short. And you can grab them. I know my graph is not perfect, but you will get you get the point what I mean. So you get the point how I solve it. So I know it's not perfect. If you want to do it perfect, so you can pause the video and like rewatch it again. There is no problem. So you can watch it all over to get the idea. So my line is not perfect, but you get the point. So now we're gonna specify the point. Where is the point? This is here is 1, and here is 2, 3, 4. All right. So this one I have the x-axis. I have a 0, and in the y-axis I have 1. I'll put here 1. This is the first equation. This is the first 2 point decorated it. So in the second one I have the 1, the y-axis 1, and the x-axis 1, the y-axis 2. So for this one, I'm going to put this right here. It's 1, and that one's 2. The x-axis 1, the y-axis 2. And I have the second point right here. I'm going to do like this or this. Actually, I have here the y-axis 1. Actually, this. So in this one, I have the x-axis 2 actually. And this is 5, and this is 1. Alright, yeah, this is 1, and this is 2. And this one like this. And I have the third one. Where is it? Right here, the 2. We're gonna put this one right here, the 2. The x-axis 2, and the y-axis 5. And then this one. Sorry. And I have here with the x-axis and this is y-axis. I have 3. I have 3, the x-axis 3, and the y-axis 7. That's the point for it. And this one, I have the -3, the x-axis -3, and the y-axis -5. All right. I hope you got this one. I hope you understand. If you don't understand this graph, I know my graph is not it's not perfect, but the answer is correct, and I hope you understand this one and how do I solve this problem. So always remember the graphing linear equations. So it has the x and y. So the slope and y-intercept. The slope it's this one, the x, and the y-intercept is the 1. I hope you understand this method and how do I graph it. So as I told you, I did like in each point. So it's okay if you don't understand, put it down there in the comment, and I'm gonna answer each question. All right, I hope you understand this one, but don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up and hit the little button, like on that subscribe, like a little button for a notification for upcoming videos, and put down there the comment whatever you feel like you don't understand. All right, and thank you so much for watching my video. All right.